Hi guys, this is Colin, Mr. Old School Gamer, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are sailing the Tier 5 Russian premium cruiser, the Murmansk, and we are on Two Brothers, and we have some bad weather. I really love these new weather effects they have implemented into the game. I would really love if it could be more consistent all during the game, but I'm sure we're gonna see that in the future. So, if we take a quick look at the minimap, it looks like the whole team, except for me and friendly Cleveland, decides it's a good idea they should all head to the east. So I'm trying to get some senses into them and tell them that it's not really a good idea in a standard battle to all go to one side, because the fleet that does that will encounter some enemies on that side, and they will get held up, while the other side is totally free for the enemy fleet that has gone to that side to just sail around and go straight into our cap. So you really need to secure both flanks on game modes like this. Sure, it's a good feeling to go the entire fleet to one side, because you can really steamroll over any ships you come across, but you really need to consider protecting your own base as well. Now I see an enemy Mayhem who is going for that old sneaky tactic through the channel, so I'm just pinging him out for our friendly Atlanta that is really close by. So I'm guessing with that Atlanta and our Mayhem, that destroyer isn't gonna be a problem for us for so long. So it's me and Hatsuharu and the Cleveland who is still heading up our side, and it really seems like the enemy team had the same idea as some of our guys. They really seem to just head east, because we haven't encountered any enemies and I'm not even spotted, and the Murmansk has a pretty crappy concealment, so if I'm not spotted here, there is pretty much no destroyers in the vicinity. So we pretty much just head straight for the enemy fleet and the enemy base. I see a enemy Omaha that is pretty much at my max range, so I'm just trying to figure out where he is going to move, and hopefully I can get some nice AP shots into him. Now we have quite a few islands in between us, so that has a nice effect of me being able to invisify. So the enemy Omaha can pretty much only see shells coming in. He doesn't know who is firing at him. Since this island is really high, it also makes it really difficult for me to see where exactly his ship is. So now I see him and I engage him with armor piercing. I send off my torps, but I never really think that they are gonna be efficient. They are just some extra gravy. So I'm hoping that I will duke him into start maneuvering and start turning and showing me that great UC broadside. and here he goes. So now I just have to try and get the correct lead, get some penetration. Can't really seem to get the armor piercing to work. Well, that's 2 citadels and I finally finish him off. Our team has had some difficulty on the east side. Apparently one of our teammates team killed another one. I'm not really sure what happened there, but that's one of the problems with going the whole fleet on one side. It gets really clustered. Now we have an enemy Kirov. Kirov is also a really soft ship. That's very easy to get citadels on, but it also has really good competent guns. So you should never show your broadside to a Kirov or a Furutaka for that matter in the Murmansk, because even though this ship is really strong, it has paper armor and a big citadel. So I'm trying to get the right lead on the Furutaka, but I'm not really that efficient. So I'll switch over to the Kirov, who is showing me more of a broadside. I'm trying to get the Atlanta and the Cleveland to catch up, because I don't want to be the front ship at the whole engagement, because I will get focused fire, and that's not really something Murmansk excels at. So we get some incoming torps. I get a citadel finally on that Kirov, but he's obviously a very skilled player because he knows how to angle his ship and how to maneuver. So now I switch over to the Furutaka again, who is opening up his angle a bit. And I'm hoping to be able to penetrate from this angle, but it's not really that easy. But you never know, sometimes you will get lucky. Now, one thing I don't really like about this new minimap mod in the Aslan's mod pack, I can't really tell how many ships we have left on the east flank. I see some ghost sightings, or what you can call them, those white, and I don't know if those are the only ships we have left on that flank, or yeah, it should be correct. So I'm just used to pretty much be able to see every ship that is alive. But at the same time, I really like this minimap mod. I mean, this should really be in the standard game from the start. Now, it's really hard for us to cap while we are consistently taking fire, so I thought I might try and head to the back of the cap zone and try to stay undetected, so I can cap undisturbed while the other guys keep the enemies occupied. The best would been if our Hatsuharu would realize his job and go into the cap and get concealed and smoke up, and he could cap while I could help dealing with the enemy. But since the Hatsu is off in a, I don't know, Rambo YOLO mission, I have to do the job. But as you can see, I'm not really the right ship for it, because I have such bad concealment that they will pretty much see me even though I am at the other part of the cap zone. So, enemy Utsuki pulls in, or Must-Saki is my favorite nickname for this ship. It's a really crappy ship. I pretty much free XP'd the half of that grind because I was getting really much gray hairs from that ship. So I'm starting to engage him. I don't want him to be in the cap zone, and of course I don't want him to sink any of my allies. So that's him dead. And I'm still trying to stay undetected. Unfortunately, I managed to derp here a little bit. I managed to glide just outside the cap zone. Shit will happen during the fights. So now we have an enemy Kirov to the east, and a Furutaka and a Kongo also joins the battle. And it's me and a Cleveland and a Atlanta fighting on this part of the map. So I launch my spotter plane to get that extra range, and I try to set some extra fires on the Furutaka or the Kongo. But if you ever used the spotter plane on the Murmansk, sometimes it's really hard to find the right lead and the right angle for the ships. As you can see, I struggled quite a bit. Now we are still capping, but I'm guessing we're gonna be resetted by some of the enemies really soon. Fortunately, we still have 2 ships down south that can hold that flank, so the enemies can't really get into our base and start capping that, because that would be really unfortunately for us. So I'm trying to adjust my speed and my heading all the time here, just to hopefully make that Kongo miss if he decides to shoot at me. Now the Furutaka, a.k.a. the Furry Taco, is getting closer, and I'm switching targets and changing to armor piercing. So I'm trying to hit that sweet spot below the smokestacks and the turrets, but this guy knows how to maneuver. So he's giving me a really hard time. Maybe he will turn around completely for me, please. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Do it for me. Oh, finally, a citadel. Nice. Sweet. And there he goes. And that's kill number 3. So now we have a full health Kongo and a damaged Atlanta. So I think I'm gonna leave that Atlanta to my Cleveland friend, and I could pretty much draw the short straw and have to take on this full health Kongo. So it's just maneuvers with speed and turning, and trying to stay as neutral as possible while setting those fires. Now he repaired after the first fire, which is a huge mistake when you are in a gun duel with a Murmansk, because he will soon be on fire again. Apparently my Cleveland buddy died, and he says "fuck you, Colin" in chat. I'm not really sure what that's about, but apparently he's mad at me or something. So I put the Kongo on fire again, trying to maneuver. Oh, next time he's gonna shoot me if he sees me in game. Okay, I have no clue what I have done to this guy, but apparently I pissed him off somehow. Now I use my torps and I shot way ahead of the prediction line because I anticipated that the Kongo was gonna turn in, which he does. Or, well, turn out if you look from my perspective. Okay, apparently I should have helped him kill the Atlanta instead of helping with the Kongo. I thought that was enough that I took on a full health Kongo, but apparently not. And he apparently showed his broadside to the enemy, so that's why he died, and that's apparently my fault. Now I got a full torpedo strike on the Kongo, and his repair is down. So he's both burning and flooding at the same time, so he is about to die. And that's kill number 4, and here comes that Atlanta that my friend couldn't kill. Well, that was that. High caliber, Bane of the Ocean, nice medal, and Kraken. So it was a good game. Bane of the Ocean, Kraken, and high caliber. 340 credits, over 100,000 damage, 5 kills. Made the number 1 in the team, which is always nice. It was all in all a pretty successful game. I didn't do so many fire damage as I used to. Usually you get like 40 or 50,000 fire damage in the Murmansk. But the total is still pretty good. And I want to thank you for checking out this video. Please leave a like and share it with some friends. Make sure to push that subscribe button for all the upcoming content. And please leave a comment below. Have a good one. Goodbye.